Hi, my name is Jamie, and I'm a designer for LEGO Direct. My favorite elements. It's probably got to be one of three, and it depends what I'm building. But one of my favorites definitely is the airling. And the airling is a wonderful element. You probably know it as a headlight brick, but allows us to build all these crazy things sideways. Another one would have to be the jumper plate, which is also very cool because it allows us to go outside the system. And then my new favorite element would have to be one of this family, which is very cool because it has the 1x1 slope in so many wonderful colors that it allows us to just give that little polished touch to every model. Let's see, my favorite LEGO model that I've designed, that's a tough one. I'd probably have to say it's one of the modulars, likely the Greengrocer, because I think that one had a lot of challenges designing it, and I think the results turned out pretty fun. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the model. If you can see me from behind this monster, it's actually the largest model I've ever done, so it's very exciting. This is Tower Bridge. We've actually never thought that we could do bridges before. It's been a real challenge because we get requests all the time to do bridges, but they always tend to be too long and very empty in the middle. But Tower Bridge has so many great details and so many things. It's really like a beautiful building that happens to be a bridge. So we found it as a perfect choice to finally do a bridge. What it has is just like the real bridge. It has the two towers, and the scale is actually pretty close. We had to shorten the middle just to be able to make it fit on a table, really. But otherwise, the scale from this side and this way is the way it should be. And then we also have features. We have the cabs and we have the buses, but then it has the drawbridge that can open up and down to allow boats to pass. So it's got some pretty neat functionality. It's in the world building line, so it follows in the footsteps of the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty and the Taj Mahal, which are great models to have to follow up on, but hopefully we do a pretty good job. It's a good question about the research that we put into these models. Quite often you hear these stories about traveling to get all these exotic pictures of things, and we often will just use internet search on the internet. We'll look through books in our library or whatnot. But I was quite fortunate with this one that it just happens that just before building this model, I visited some friends in London. And of course, it's one of the icons that you visit. So I took lots of pictures, but my eye is usually looking to build things. So I was taking pictures from underneath and all these odd angles that you never quite get in postcards. So it turned out that when they asked me to do the model, I was psyched because I could actually use the pictures I took. And hopefully many of them are captured in the model because I think they're pretty fun. And my favorite thing about this model, besides the fact that it's done and I actually get one, I'd have to say that the build I'm very happy with, and I think it's a really fun build. But what's even better is how it's built and the pieces that you get. Things like the windows, I mean, you get almost 100 windows in this model, which I'm a big fan of windows with the things that I do. We've got tons of tan brick, we've got some of the medium blue. We have a brand new unique print on the shield, which is very nice. And then that 1x1 slope that I mentioned in one of my new favorite elements, we now have in tan, which I think is wonderful. And I don't just give you one. I give you, this is crazy now, 556 of them. Now that's just nutty. But, I try to do what I can to help you guys out.